We are jumping into June with a new Northeast Baltimore pool opening, making it the third pool to open in Baltimore this season. A physical education teacher was arrested today, making him the second BCPS teacher arrested on sexual abuse charges within the last 2 weeks. Emergence Stories in the Making is open from now until July 12th with appointments recommended. Additionally, they're hosting a virtual panel and a studio tour on the closing day from 2 to 4. In Baltimore City, I'm Lara Hibbert. Orioles fans are flying high tonight after the O's beat the number 1 team in the league, the Detroit Tigers, 10-1 tonight. Sean Brooks, a Perry Hall High School PE teacher, is charged with sexually abusing a minor. He is the second Baltimore County public school teacher arrested on sexual offense charges within the last 2 weeks. Teachers are people that parents trust to take care for their children, but the Perry Hall High School community was left doubting that trust after sexual abuse allegations, which left some Baltimore County public school parents, like Malaya Gamble, taken aback.
Wonder, if your children are well cared for and the people who are supposed to be looking out for them are actually doing their job, so it's very concerning. A
physical education teacher was arrested today on sexual abuse of a minor charges, according to a police statement. That teacher, Perry Hall High School's 40-year-old Sean Brooks, who was hired in 2017 and has worked there since, according to a letter from the principal. Perry Hall's principal, Abby Campbell, sent a letter home to families addressing Brooks' arrest, saying in part, BCPS is fully cooperating with law enforcement on this matter, and Mr. Brooks is on administrative leave and is barred from BCPS property. These charges are deeply disturbing, and this alleged behavior is completely unacceptable and will not be tolerated. This arrest marks the second physical education teacher being arrested on sexual offense charges in Baltimore County Public Schools, following the previously covered arrest of Roger Myers at Deep Creek Middle School in Essex.
It's sickening. It's just truly sickening.
Investigators say that 3 victims have come forward and that the alleged crimes happened on school grounds. Police ask any other individuals who believe they may be a victim or have any information to contact the department.
It's something you just gotta always be concerned about. All the different violences and different things that go on, this thing on top of that, it's just, what next, unfortunately.
Brooks is being held at the Baltimore County Detention Center without bond. Live in the studio, Lara Hibbert, WBAL TV 11 News.
Good morning, Sophia. Boston University is suspending admissions for several humanities doctoral programs for the 2025-26 academic year. The university wrote in a statement that degrees such as English, philosophy, and history will not be accepting PhD students in the future academic year in an effort to cut costs and sustain the future of these programs. All student programs are within the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, and student funds are weeks after the 7-month graduate worker strike ended. In an email to professors, College Arts and Sciences Dean Stan Sklaroff wrote that the new graduate workers agreement would have, quote, budgetary implications, end quote, which leaves students wondering if the suspended programs are related to the strike. The application portal for these suspended programs is now closed, and applicants who have already applied will now be refunded their application fee. Live at Marsh Plaza, I'm Lara Hibbert for Good Morning PU. Back to you in the studio.
This week, Boston University Symphony Orchestra performed a Spanish opera, El Caminante, in concert style for the first time in over a century. Dr. David Guzman, BU Professor of Music, learned of El Caminante in 2017 after reading a positive archived newspaper review of the original opera. After years of searching private collections, editing the sheet music, and putting missing pieces together, the opera is finally ready for performance and official recordings.
It's a 45-minute opera, 3 main characters, a small choir of 10 young girls, and a small tenor part. It's just beautiful. I think people will fall in love with this piece.
Juliette Kauji, who plays Hanessa, says she hopes that making this opera available for the public will give Eduardo Sanchez de Fuentes, the original composer, greater recognition of his work.
I feel quite an honor to be a part of this. Now that we'll have a recording, hopefully we'll be able to put him in the canon and maybe have him, up there with some of his contemporaries.
Michelle Johnson, who plays Yolanda in the production, says she feels both excitement and pressure performing this forgotten show.
So lush and gorgeous, it should be performed. It should be performed more, and I'm just happy to be a part of this project to give it some legs, to let it breathe and live.
Dr. Guzman's 7 years of research was brought to life on stage Wednesday evening. It was met with a standing ovation and raving reviews.
I think it was really beautiful, and I think the orchestra did fabulously. Everybody did beautifully. It was a wonderful show, yeah.
I'm currently inside Psy Performance Center, where El Caminante just put on their first performance in over 100 years. If you're interested in the Forgotten Opera, a full recording will be available on all digital platforms by fall 2025. Reporting for Good Morning BU, I'm Lara Hibbert. Last Friday, Boston University's staff, faculty, and students gathered for the inauguration of Dr. Melissa L. Gilliam, the 11th president of the university. Gilliam announced several new initiatives for her upcoming tenure, including providing career resources for students and fostering free speech on campus.
As we look forward, we must continue to ensure that Boston University provides a singular and transformative educational experience, and that all qualified students, regardless of their background, can have access to opportunity.
After the inauguration, attendees gathered in BU's FitRec to digest Gilliam's speech and some hors d'oeuvres. Terry Regan, adjunct professor at BU, says Gilliam's speech was inspiring and she has clear direction on where to take the university.
I'm thinking right now of when I retire, and I was like, wow, I want to stay around under her.
While some were excited for Gilliam's inauguration, BU Students for Justice in Palestine and BU Graduate Workers Union protested the event, interrupting Gilliam's inaugural address and picketing outside of Agganis Arena. Sarah Hopkinson, a PhD student protesting the inauguration, says that she's optimistic that the new administration will have a different relationship with its workers after 6 months of striking.
A lot of striking grad workers are being retaliated against by the university. Specifically today, we're asking for the university to not do that, to not retaliate, to allow people to return to work if and when the strike is over.
The BU Graduate Workers Union and the Students for Justice in Palestine are hoping for divestment and increased wages from the future administration. I'm Lara Hibbert, campus correspondent for Good Morning BU.